Fortnite just dropped their second hotfix of the season, this time making more changes to the insanely OP Nitro gauntlets and vehicles once again, while also making some more nerfs and buffs to other weapons. And in this video, I'm going to go over everything that was changed and give my thoughts about each, while also talking about the insane casual versus competitive drama that has started because of these hotfixes. So let's get right into the video. And we're going to start off with the biggest change made in this update. The Nitro Gauntlet's damage to builds was nerfed by 50%, and also the Nitro Gauntlet's air punch damage was nerfed from 70 damage to 50 damage. So Nitro Gauntlets are now much weaker when you're just punching walls, but overall the animations like the uppercut remain the same and are still very good. And also this Nitro Gauntlet fix has caused a lot of drama within the community that we'll talk about later. But moving on, the next change we have is the Nitro Splash. The Nitro Splash's max stack size was increased from 4 to 6 splashes, and Nitro now gives you infinite stamina. So Nitro was buffed this update, which is pretty crazy considering how broken Nitro was in the first place anyways. But it's also good to see another mobility item get buffed. And then another one of the huge changes in this update, the Boombolt's explosive damage to builds was nerfed by half the damage to each rarity. So now the Boombolt is going to be much weaker and you can't really spam it as much for builds. So this is definitely a really good change for competitive and for teams that have the mythic Boombolt and just spam it at people. And then next we have two gun buffs as well in this update. The tactical AR's damage was buffed by 1 damage to every single rarity. So it went from 19 at uncommon and 23 at legendary to 20 at uncommon and 24 at legendary. I still don't think this thing's going to get picked up at all, but glad to see it's getting at least a little bit of love. And then the last weapon update we have, the Harbinger SMG was also buffed in this update. The Harbinger's fire rate was buffed by 5% in this update. And also its reload time was buffed by 4% in this update. So it shoots 5% faster and it also reloads 4% faster. And once again, I just don't really see people holding this over the Burst SMG because the Burst SMG is one of the best weapons we've had in Fortnite in a very long time. So I'm still not sure if people are going to use the Harbinger SMG, but this is definitely a really good buff for it. And then a non-competitive change, but a change that actually does have a lot of impact on the game itself. There were some more vehicle changes made in this update. The vehicle's machine gun turret's damage got nerfed from 30 damage to 27 damage. The vehicle's machine gun's fire rate was also nerfed by 7%. And then the vehicle's grenade launcher damage was nerfed from 70 to 65 as well. And this is another change that doesn't have casuals happy at all. Overall, I think Fortnite made some really good changes here and also some much needed changes to both the Nitro Fist and the Boombolt. We'll see how these changes play out in competitive, but let me know down in the comments your thoughts on these changes, if you like them or if you don't like them, and also if you think there should be more changes. It's kind of interesting that they buffed the Nitro Splash, even though it's already insanely overpowered. But anyways, now that we are done talking about the actual changes that were made in this hotfix, let's talk about what I mentioned earlier with the casual versus competitive drama that's been going on. After yesterday's hotfix, I posted this clip of the new Nitro Fist nerf saying Fortnite just cooked, and as you can tell by the insane amount of replies and retweet numbers, the casual player base was just not very happy with these changes at all, claiming that the season is now ruined, or saying that Fortnite only listens to the competitive player base and not the casuals. And this tweet I posted got a retweet with almost 50,000 likes saying, yeah, this season's gameplay has officially been ruined. And once again, my point was proved that whenever comp players ask for something, they always get it. But whenever casuals want something, they don't get it. And this exact statement is what pretty much every single other quote retweet is saying basically. Now I understand why casuals may hate comp players because all they do is complain. And yes, I know they do this. But what else are they supposed to do when they play with completely OP items like the Nitro Fist or just the Nitro in itself for tens of thousands of dollars on the line? All you have to do is watch a single competitive tournament for one match or just one scrim game to see how OP the Nitro Fist or Boombolt were. Then on the other hand, I just don't really see how the season can be ruined with these changes Fortnite made from a casual perspective, me being a casual as well. Cars are honestly just as good, just not super duper OP, and the Fist and Boombolt only got nerfed in builds mode. So if you're a casual that only plays 0 builds, you literally won't even notice these changes anyway. To be honest, can casuals only play the game with the most OP version of Fist possible and cars that instantly regen health and are essentially infinite OP? I also still think the Fist are very good, and even in competitive, they are still almost just as good. In scrims yesterday, I honestly didn't even notice the change at all. because the uppercut ability alone is still just as broken as before because it wasn't changed, and to be honest, that might honestly be the most broken thing about the Nitro Fist anyways. Fortnite's been at an insanely low player count since this season's dropped, and it's been one of the biggest flops for a new season in recent memory, and it was only a matter of time before Fortnite made changes to try and fix this. I just really wish Fortnite would just split the loot pools between ranked and pubs again, as I genuinely think this would get rid of most of the issues that we are facing this season between the casual and the competitive communities. And it would also give casuals a way to just play with the cars, and they can be as broken as they want. And then the people who want the more simple loot pools and a sweatier experience can play ranked, which is supposed to be the sweaty mode to begin with, even though it isn't. But either way, I want you guys to comment down below your thoughts on this drama and if you've been seeing it unfold on Twitter this season. And also comment down below if you think this season is now ruined because of these nerfs that Fortnite has dropped and the nerfs to the items that make up this season's theme. And also, if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe to always be caught up to date on these hot fixes just like this. I'll always make sure to keep you guys up to date on everything happening within competitive. And also, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like, as it would help it get pushed out to more people. Thank you guys for watching this video, talking about all the hotfix changes made in yesterday's update, and also talking about this beef that's been a brewing with the casuals and the competitives. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I will see you next time.